Hi everyone, welcome once again to another reading. This is for Capricorn. Oh my goodness, I have some good friends that are Capricorns, and this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and there are cross watchers out there. I can't say that I blame you because, from what I understand, that learning a little bit more and working with the energies of the opposite sign, which if you are Capricorn, it would be a good idea to work with maybe like Cancer or something, because I think that's the opposite sign to Capricorn. It will help expand your ability to function. I know that Capricorns can kind of be rigid sometimes. I know a couple of people who definitely have that know-it-all aspect of self. And it can be challenging. So I do work with that type of energy within myself and with others. Anyway, let's get started. For Capricorn, let's clear the board. And this is timeless, probably about the next 2 weeks. So thanks so much for stopping by. And let's see what the universe has to say for our Capricorns. I love that sound. I need a bigger bowl. It's really hard for me to do that because I want to go faster because it's such a little bowl. So let's see what's up for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. We go directly to Source for this. It's not that we're bypassing, but the channel is clearer when we do go to the Source, the one for the original thought, the original word, the original action, and we're gonna get a better idea of what is gonna best serve us over the next 2 weeks as Capricorn. And I hope everybody's having a fabulous week. Do try to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate the emails. I appreciate any comments. Super helpful. Still working on that group setup. It does take a minute, especially when you're working a full-time job on top of it. So we have the messenger of water. What is she trying to tell us? It's like a still, small voice. Sorry, I had my hand over my mouth. It's a still, small... Oh my gosh, really? Hand over the mouth? Are we stifling ourselves? Are we stifling ourselves? Maybe we're not speaking our truth? We do hear that still, small voice. We do hear it. We're part of the sacred aspects of the universe, all of us, but especially Capricorn. I don't think it really says anything about passion, but that's what I'm feeling right now. Passion, strong. Capricorn, very strong feelings. So there might be something where you're blocking yourself, maybe stifling yourself. I know I'm sure not. I mean, I have to kind of rein it in sometimes. 2 more. I'm told 2 more. 2 more. Very good. So I hope you're able to check out my website. I am going to be updating the website shortly. I'm in Michigan. I am on Eastern Standard Time, like New York time. So it's one of those things where, working a full-time job, there's only so much you can do, and so quick that I can respond. So please do be patient. Sometimes you just have to be patient. There are some challenges coming up in the next 2 weeks. I feel like that this is not really necessarily connected at this point. But this is a 6 of fire. 6 of fire, 6 of wands. This is definitely a victory, a very passionate one at that. We got to be careful to not overgas. Those are balloons. Yeah, we're not going to be overinflated, right? Because that's going to pop the bubble. It's going to pop the balloon and that ship's going to go plummeting. So make sure that we keep on an even keel, if I can use a nautical term. So this is the Empress. Card 3, third card. She's very sun-like. I'm being asked to find the book for this deck. And this is the Good Tarot. It's a really nice deck. This is also made by the same lady, Colette Baron-Reed. Look at that, open right up. So I guess that let's not rest on our laurels. What I hear. She's got kind of, it's not a laurel per se, but we need to learn how to co-create. And sometimes working with others, it's not that we aren't knowledgeable as a Capricorn, but it's something that we have to be careful of not dismissing somebody else's ideas or somebody else's progress plans. You know, and it's not like you have to take all of it in that someone else is offering for you, but there's a lot of potential and possibility for manifesting the highest good for all, not just for you, but for everybody. So we need to all tap into this as Capricorn, this Empress energy. I am going to, feel like I have a cough, so I'm going to just stop the audio for 1 second here. That was interesting. Kind of like right out of the blue. All of a sudden, there was like this really strong push to cough. So maybe that was about this potential for suppressing and not really taking the time to listen to that still small voice, right? Oh my goodness, it's the Star. So this is the ultimate and good stuff, right? The Star with the sun behind her. There might be some fame involved, and not necessarily in a grand sense, but notoriety at the very least that we're kind of skirting, that we might be suppressing a little bit because it could potentially be part of like a fear factor sort of a thing. New beginnings. New beginning. Right? Ace of Water. This is a very emotional change that we're going through. There might be some things in the environment. We do have to take action on this. But this comes from a love center. And when we let go of this pearl, because there's a seahorse here and there's the seahorse here. So you know what's interesting is this little guy here, he's got that pearl, but that pearl's been released when he's talking to the messenger. So it's very possible that that's already been integrated into us, and we might be looking for divine guidance. You know what I mean? Seven of Fire, Seven of Wands. So, unicorn, very unique. Very unusual, I should say. Unique is unique. You can't be very unique. Very unusual. Special aspects of self. And there was even some debate of unicorns, do they even exist or did they even exist? I feel like they did. But this is a calling to do our very best. And realizing that we have everything that we need. And I guess right now is the thing of don't stop. I feel like she needs to be over here. Don't stop. So even though we might be unsure, this is seeking advice, but we need to be able to find that advice within ourselves because it's centered within us. Hearing 4. So this is about some kind of a message that we're supposed to be getting as Capricorn in the next couple of weeks. And I know there's a lot of information that we can pick up on, you know, on these different platforms and whatnot. there's going to be probably like a calling for some pretty serious discernment. Whoa. That's this card. That's the Ace of Cups. So what's interesting here is that he's hanging on to that pearl. Here's the pearl here at the top, but it's got wings this time. Wings are typically thoughts and words, right? So we're still kind of hanging on that. We're still kind of, you know, when you see a butterfly come out of its chrysalis, its wings are kind of shriveled and small and wet, so they have to kind of dry out and expand. And it's kind of like that. I think we are basically overestimating, or actually we're underestimating our ability to overcome as Capricorn, which is kind of odd because we kind of feel like sometimes, you know, it's like, oh yeah, I know that. I know that. I already know that. Don't point out the obvious to me. But that's okay. That's something that we maybe have to overcome because we are noobs. All of us, I feel like. We're all noobs. We're all trying to figure this out. Page. We're only a page. And we're hanging on for dear life. As the Four of Pentacles. We're trying to stay grounded and hang on to what we got. And this might be a calling for us to move on. It's like we're kind of lacking some action here. It's all like stayed, and you know, we got to be able to breathe through this and let go of this stale energy. I feel like it's kind of hindering us at this point. What else can we tell Capricorn that might help them get unstuck, or even if they don't? I don't think you feel this. I know that a lot of times I have a little bit of Capricorn in there. But it's kind of, oh my gosh, stranded. Yeah, we're feeling really stranded. We're feeling abandoned. We're feeling like we don't have an out. But we're going to find out what it is that we need to do. Whoa. What it is that we need to do to get unstranded. We need to listen. We need to listen. This is listening here. This is listening to that still small voice within us. Don't let it hinder you, though. Once we figure this out, and a lot of times, even if we don't have to have it from A to Z or A to Z, we don't have to have the beginning and all the little bits and pieces to see the end. We should be able to see the end. We just have to get started. Make your move, baby. Make your move. Get it cooking. You're not going to be stranded anymore if you make your move. And this is a harvest. We have to harvest those good bits and pieces that we all have within us to make that happen. So what do we need to do? What is going to be the most beneficial, helpful thing for Capricorns? For we, the Capricorn queens and kings. And Empress. Didn't we have an Empress? No, we have the Empress as well. Righty-o. This is really kind of cool. I really like this reading. Two, 3, and 4. I don't know what that means, but 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so it's the second card, the third card, and the fourth card. Okay, that's different. You know, I am famous, if not infamous, for really not being a fan of repetition. You never know what's going to turn up and how the layout's going to be. Ooh, golly gee willikers. So here we are with some goblins. And I'm going to look up what Colette Baron-Reid has to say about the goblins. I don't know if that's like... I haven't looked yet, but it's almost like the... You know, this I see as good advice. I think there might be some goblins in the way trying to impede our path. Let's see what she says. Fear is an illusion. Choose love today. Forgive yourself and others. So the goblin's message is that we need to release resentments and negative self-talk. And I feel it's more or less even between the negative self-talk and others. If someone tells me or you that we are dumb, are you going to believe them? Do you truly believe that you're dumb? So here's the thing. Don't get mad at them. And don't believe them, especially if it's not true. Because what do they know? Obviously, not a whole heck of a lot, right? So those are the goblins. This is such a weird card. Mountain. This is about adaptation. I think this is a little bit about adaptation, and this is about knowing we have the skills to adapt and that we are not stranded. Don't believe that negative self-talk. Listen. Listen. Connect. What's the... Oh, my goodness. Yes. I love this lady. And this, you know what? I don't know about you guys, but I've been seeing fours a lot over the last couple of months. So 44 is strength. And what really impresses me without even looking at what's going on and what she wrote about that card is that she is a frickin' contortionist. And this is like, she's connected. She's grounded. She's actually part of this. If you look at her hand, look at her hand. Her hand is integrated with that. And she's carrying it. Is that necessary? Your true strengths come not from self-resilience alone, but from sincere faith in a higher power. So, and she's also reaching forward. So we have greater abilities than we give ourselves credit. And it's because we don't believe in ourselves. It starts with forgiveness. Forgiveness of self and forgiveness of others. And you don't even have to say it to their face. I'm sorry I allowed you to do that to me. It's one of my famous ones anyway. Anything else? No? Awesome sauce. Hey, do like, share, and subscribe. Reach out if you have any questions, if you need any help. If you have any questions, you can email me. I will be loving to hear from you. And everybody, have a fantastic couple of weeks. Thank you so much. Bye.